Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Friday. Hashtag Fun Friday. Today's Red Mic message, what's in a name? Last week, I got a letter addressed to P. Patrick Fortner Jr. That told me a few things right off the bat. They clearly do not know who I am. They don't know me at all. And two, they didn't bother to ask. They just went with whatever bad data file they got. Well, he goes by Patrick, so that must be his first name. Oh, but we found out that his middle name is Pat. Oh, okay. And no, more about all that in a minute. But first, Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. But on Friday, hashtag Fun Friday, I try to jazz it up a little bit, maybe do something that's a little bit off kilter or funny. Anyway, for the record, my name is Gerald Patrick Fortner II, named after my dad, Gerald Patrick Fortner, and he made it crystal clear with that Roman numeral 2. He never wanted anybody to call me Junior. I don't know why he had a hang up about the term Junior. He just didn't like it. They were going to name me Michael Patrick, but, well, I was 4 pounds 9 ounces. They thought I was going to not survive. So they named me after Dad, and then I fooled them and, kept going. Now, you think getting my name right would be the easy part, but apparently not. When I was in high school and colleges were sending me stuff, one school sent me, I'm wanting to say 19 different variations of my name. Full name, Gerald Patrick Fortner Jr., Gerald P., Pat, Patrick, Jerry, which I've never gone by, Gary, which is my dad's nickname, not mine. It's like bureaucratic Mad Libs. Hey, how can we screw up this guy's name? As promised yesterday when I said a governmental entity has gotten things really wrong, the toll authority got a bill in the mail yesterday. I was getting bills for tolls racked up by a vehicle that was titled in my dad's name and his wife's name, and all of these tolls happened after they were both gone. She passed about 6 months before he did. Now, do I know for sure who's been burning up the toll lanes between, I don't know, Western Fort Worth, Parker County, somewhere around there, and DFW Airport? Who would go to an airport that often? I do know 3 things for sure. The tolls happened after my dad died, so definitely wasn't him. I've never driven that car, much less skipped out on toll charges related to that car. And 3, even though the car was in my dad's name and should have gone through probate, somebody removed my dad's name from the title without the estate's permission. So if I had to guess, I would guess they're the ones who racked up all those toll charges. So, every now and then I'll get a call or a letter from a debt collector. Yesterday, it was from the toll authority themselves looking for Gerald Fortner, or his wife, Jean Fortner. Is actually Jean Ann. But now when I talk to these people in person, I will say, are you looking for Gerald or Gerald II? And then I walk them through the dates, the facts, and the reality. And I will usually send them a copy of my dad's death certificate. And usually that makes it stop. But I'm going to actually make some phone calls today to the toll authority. I think I've found some numbers that actually go to real people and not the people that are pretending to be people in the call center. No, I'm not saying people in call. I'm just saying, they have their scripts and they have limits on what they can do. Now, when the debt collectors call, eventually, when I tell them all this, they slink back under the rock that they crawled out from, and then I wipe away the ooze they left behind. But okay, since there is hashtag Fun Friday, there is actually, honestly, there's a leadership lesson in all of this. Names matter, details matter. If systems stop paying attention to the human being on the other side of the form, real people end up cleaning up messes that they didn't make. There's a leadership and life lesson here. Good leadership, good organizations, they take the extra time to get the basics right, because behind every name is a person, a history, and sometimes a story that you didn't bother to ask about. And that's today's Red Mic message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it funny. I hope you maybe say a prayer for me as I deal with the toll authority here in a bit. Coming up on Christmas, I'm going to have some Christmas themed things next week. December 23rd, Festivus. Do you have your poll yet? And yes, I am going to talk about Festivus. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. I really do. There were some other things I was going to bring up, but for the life of me, I can't remember them right now. So, squirrel. Again, attention deficit disorder, ADD. It's not ADD, it's ADOS. Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. Yeah. So I'll see you Monday. I love you guys. Until next time, as always, life is short. Drink the bourbon.